Good morning, students. Today we will study about infectious disease and non-infectious disease. In this heading, we will cover these topics: infectious agents, antibiotics, means of spread, general effects of infectious disease. So first, I want to explain what is infectious disease and what is non-infectious disease. Infectious disease means which is caused by the microorganism or pathogens. The pathogens may be the bacteria, maybe the viruses, protozoa, or fungi. The infectious disease which spreads from, or you can say which transmits from one person to another person, or you can say these are also called as communicable disease. Okay, so these are called as infectious disease. Like now we are facing the pandemic of COVID-19. This is also an infectious disease because it transfers from, or it transmits from one person to another person. When any particular person is sneezing or coughing, the small droplets of this infectious agents is carried out by this mucus, and if this cough which is coming out from the mouth or nose, it drops somewhere in the ground, or you can see if any person is scrubbing his face with his hand, so the viruses is resides in his hand, and it spreads from one person to another person. Okay, whereas the non-infectious disease which will not transmit from one person to another person, it will reside to the person itself, or you can say the person who is suffering from non-infectious disease, they will only face this problem. They will only having the problem of this non-infectious disease. The non-infectious disease will not get transmitted through one person to another person. Okay, so this infectious disease, obviously they can be spread through the air, via water, or you can say via food, or by insects, or you can say the vectors, or by any physical contact. So the infectious disease like the cough and cold, like COVID-19, or cough and cold, or you can say the viral fevers, these all are infectious disease because they spread or they transmit from one person to another person by means of air, water, and by the means of insects and the physical contact. Whereas the non-infectious disease, that are restricted to the person only. Okay, it will not spread from one person to another person. Like if a person is having the diabetes, it will definitely not spread from one person to another person. Another example of non-infectious diseases, if any person is having blood pressure, that is also a non-infectious disease, and cancer. So these all are the examples of non-infectious disease. Okay. Next topic is infectious agents. Infectious agents, as I told you now, infectious agents means that either it will be bacteria, either it may be bacteria, or it may be viruses, or it may be fungi, or it may be protozoa. Okay, so these agents are responsible for transmitting the diseases from one person to another person. So the unicellular or multicellular organisms, they may be the pathogens. These are the carriers. They may be bacteria, viruses, fungi, or protozoa, which are responsible for transmitting diseases. Okay. Next, means of spread. I told you the infectious disease may spread by the different means. Like few diseases spread via air, few diseases spread via water, and few diseases spread via sexual contact, or you can say the physical contact. And fourth, the spread of diseases through vectors. Vectors are nothing but they are the insects or the animals which are responsible for transmitting diseases from one person to another person. Now I will explain one by one the means of spread of disease. Okay, see, the airborne diseases. What happens in airborne diseases? When an infected person cough or sneeze, the small droplets get transferred from a healthy person uh, to an infected person to an healthy person via the medium of air. Okay. See, if this is an infected person, this man is coughing or sneezing, that through mucus, the small droplets of that viruses Small droplets evaporate to the droplet nuclei in this zone. They will evaporate and form a droplet nuclei in this zone. Okay. And now the large droplets settle down into the ground within a few seconds. And the small droplets are in the air currents. Droplets are in the air current for minutes and hours. See, the causative microbes such diseases spreads through air. Little droplets are thrown by an infected person by coughing and sneezing. These droplets can be breathed by someone else, or a healthy person that is standing close near that person. Okay, and here only this microbes or this virus is getting a chance to spread a new to spread a new infection. That is only happening with in this COVID-19 case. An infected person is sneezing or coughing through air. The small droplets are carried away from an infected person to a healthy person. That is by this only the chain is not breaking. If we are staying at home, we are not going outside, then then this chain get broken, and then it can't infect the other peoples. Okay, and this chain get broken down, and the infection stops. So that is the airborne disease. The same which is happening here only. The microbes get transmitted from one person to another person via air. Next, waterborne diseases. Waterborne diseases means the microbes of such diseases spread through water. How? And if an infected person excretes the waste excreta from someone suffering from an infectious gut disease. If an infected person, such as any person is infected by cholera, he excreted waste in a near to pond or whatever river. Same water, if a healthy person who is living near that near this pond and lake uh, drink that water, then definitely that healthy person get also infected. Get mixed with the drinking water used by the people near, it also results in the waterborne disease. Next, sexually transmitted diseases. This these microbes transmitted through sexual contact only. This will spread through the physical contact or sexual contact. It will not spread through hugs, kisses, or playing boxing or badminton. It will not spread. Okay. So the examples of sexually transmitted diseases are syphilis and AIDS. The full form of AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Last is spread of diseases through vectors. As I told you, the animals around us also sometimes responsible for the spread of diseases, such as mosquito. Those animals are called as vectors. These animals act as intermediate, and we call them as vectors, such as mosquitoes, anopheles, which are the causative agent of malaria, Culex filariasis, Aedes, yellow fever, and dengue. Next is flies. Flies are also examples. Flies are also examples, or flies also causes. Flies also are responsible for the transmission of typhoid and cholera. Okay. So I am sending with this video, I am sending a list of infectious disease which is caused by the bacteria, or which are the infectious disease caused by viruses, protozoa, and fungi. Okay. So go through this infectious disease. Go through these all topic, and now what I am sending the list of infectious diseases that is caused by the bacteria, viruses, fungi. Prepare all those topics. Okay.